We started our journey towards Betul Fort via Solna towards Betul. From Betul, it took us hardly 10 minutes to reach the Betul Fort. Betul Fort, located at the mouth of River Sal, meeting the Arabian Sea. Through the private initiative of heritage lovers has helped to retrieve it a bit from complete obscurity.
The Betul Fort, located in the Kepe Taluka on the banks of the Sal River, at the mouth of the Sal River, is a historical landmark. In fact, the only fort which was built on the orders of Shivaji in 1679. When Shivaji gave the order to the Havaldar of Barli in 1679, the fort was constructed at the mouth of the river. It was strategically located and planned that way, basically to see if there are any naval inroads from that side. Because that time it was under that territory was under the control of Shivaji, and this side there were the Portuguese in Salsette. So we want that the state archaeology department should protect it and notify it, because it's of its historical importance, the only fort built by Shivaji in Goa, and it needs to be preserved for posterity. I had written an article some years back on it. Based on that, the history lovers group led by Yogesh Nagvekar, we went and cleansed the fort first. Then Yogesh Nagvekar and Raghavendra Bhujle has taken a lot of pains to, they have been trying to, every year they hold programs over there, Shivaji Jayanti and all. I have been trying to tell the archaeology department, I've written to the archaeology department that it should be protected monument. So the efforts are on. We have to see whether it will be, protected in the long run. But it is a very important fort and it needs preservation for posterity.
It's a small fort built by Shivaji around 1676. Portuguese took control over it in 1764 until 1961. It is a lone fort built by orders of Shivaji in Goa. In 1675, Ponda, Bali, Adwat came under control of Shivaji. The Sondekar king then became the vassal of Shivaji, and Shivaji ordered the Havaldars of Betul to build a fort at a very point where River Sal and Arabian Sea meet each other. After the death of Shivaji, Hyder Ali, king of Mysore, attacked Sondekars, and Sondekar surrendered the fort of Betul to Portuguese for safety purpose. From this time onwards, the fort of Betul came under control of Portuguese. The Betul fort has its cannon on its rampart. The cannon is placed strategically right near the mouth of River Sal, as it can attack any ship which is entering River Sal through Arabian Sea.
these are the ruins of the fort that we have on this side, and on the back as well over there. This is one of the houses that were there, used to be the issue of license and all the stuff for the boats that we have for the fishermen and everything. It was, I think it was stopped since 98 or something, and after that it was used till 98, and then it was stopped by the people, but was not being used anymore.
This is the front side of the fortification. Rachol is just 8 km away from the city of Margaon and is facing Fonda Taluka on the left side of river Zuwari. It was built during the rule of Bahamani and later seized by Adil Shah of Bijapur. This is the map of Rachol Fort. Our whole documentary is based on this map. This is the Rachol Fort wall. This is river Zuwari, Ila de Rachol, and Rachol fortification. This is point A, the point A gate. Point B gate, which is facing Kurtorin. Point C is the Rachol seminary. Point D is a church of Our Lady of Snows and the captain's residence. This is the jetty point, which still exists. This is the other point to river Zuwari. This is the only existent gate which is still present today, and which is the evidence that this was a fort once upon a time. In the 16th century, it was ceded to Portuguese during the tenure of Governor Diego Lopes de Sequeira, who administered it from Kochi. It was rebuilt in 1604 during the tenure of Viceroy Iris de Saldana. Later, at the wake of Sambhaji's incursion, it went fresh reconstruction in 1684. The Portuguese built a wall around Rachol and fortified it, and many battles were fought to get possession of this fort. This is the entry point of Rachol Fort. Through this you reach Rachol Seminary and the top point as well. This is the rear view of the main gate. The main gate had a bastion with a bridge of heavily pointed nails in order to prevent elephants from falling and slipping into the moat. This is the fort moat. This was filled with water and used as defensive technique against the enemy's attack. This is the left side of the moat. The fort wall was built around this area. The fort had around 100 cannons and was protected by only foot soldiers. The walls were built of solid laterite. Its walls were deemed capable of resisting a cannon ball. There are rumors that this ark is protected by the spirit dating back to Portuguese era. From this point we headed towards Rachol Seminary, which is the point C in our map.
which is built on a fortress in the Rachol village. The Rachol village is a fortress surrounded by a moat, and it had 3 gates. Now the Rachol Seminary was built in 1610 by the Jesuits, and it was named the All Saints Seminary. Down the years, now it is called the Patriarchal Seminary of Rachol, because it trains or forms youngsters to become priests for the Archdiocese of Goa and Daman. In the past, this village was very, very prominent, because in this seminary itself, there were over 600 to 1,000 students. But unfortunately, because of some plague in the area, many people who were staying deserted this place, but the seminary continued. Even there were so many bakers and other business that was running here disappeared. Slowly, after the plague was over, people started returning back, and today the Rachol Seminary continues with seminarians from Goa for the Archdiocese of Goa.
From here, we headed towards the sea gate, Porto do Mar, which is the point F on our map. Before we reach the sea gate, we come across the Church of Our Lady of Snows. This area was also the residence of captain of this fort and also served as a prison. It is believed that the Church of Our Lady of Snows is the first church of Salsette. From here, we headed towards the point F, that is the sea gate. It is believed that Portuguese entered from this gate. The point C, which is the gate facing towards Kuturin, is unknown. We tried to find it, but today, due to the residential development, the gate is lost somewhere. Rachol is a pure beauty, a worth to visit. Goa is not only famous for its beaches, but also for its forts and its natural heritage.